This segment is sponsored by New Perspective Financial Solutions. For decades, some retirees have chased the million-dollar goal, but why does insecurity still exist after hitting that magic number? Here with some advice is Tavon Jackson. Tavon is a financial advisor and the founder of New Perspective Financial Solutions, a DC-based firm that focuses on preparing people for retirement. Welcome back. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Okay, $1 million. Aren't most people really excited to retire with $1 million?
Yeah, well, the good thing about hitting that $1 million number is that you have a lot more flexibility. So, when you retire and you only have $100,000 or $200,000 in your 401k, most of the time it's because you try to play it too safe. But then you can't make any mistakes. You can't have a market crash, can't have taxes eat up, your whole portfolio. But when you hit that $1 million mark, you have a few options. You can afford to have a bad year. You can, have different investment vehicles that may not be available for somebody who has a smaller account. And sometimes people who hit that $1 million number, they've actually won the game and they actually don't even need to take any more risk. So now we can actually be a lot more conservative with their portfolio. But some people who have the $1 million, the common trend is that the largest accounts that I've seen are the people that have no idea what they're doing.
Oh.
It's weird. The people who try to time it and be analytical and buy and sell, they don't have any money in their accounts. But the people who just said, you know what, I forgot my password. I've been working the same job 30 years. I don't look at the news. And I just checked my account, it's $1 million. That's been the common trend every single time. It's kind of like just set it and forget it.
Okay.
Easy bake oven.
Yeah.
So that's the best way to do it. But of course, we watch the news, people get emotional and they try to hold on to what they have, but then they're actually hurting themselves.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Forget your password. That's a tip.
Forget the password, yes.
All right, what catches retirees off guard when they hit this number?
Yeah, so they don't realize that, once you hit that $1 million number, now you have to make that $1 million last you forever. And there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Some people just kind of pinch off of it as they need it. But, I call it the go-go years. The first 10 years of retirement, you spend the most money because you're so excited to retire. You're traveling more, you're going out with your girlfriends to the wineries, you're eating at the fanciest restaurants. In your first 10 years, you're almost out of money. So that you got to protect those go-go years and maybe call it the slow-go year,
Oh, yeah.
So you don't want to be too crazy your first 10 years, but then also you can also take your $1 million and turn it into a pension. And you can get a guaranteed check every month for the rest of your life. So therefore, you can spend all the money each month and it's going to come right back the next month.
Okay.
Because when you work with a financial advisor, a lot of times they guess of what the returns are going to be because we just don't know.
Right.
So we use hey, I think we're going to average 7%, but it never ends up happening the way that we project it to. But if you had a pension, you don't got to think about it. I know you're going to get $6,000 a month every month forever, so it makes it a lot easier to plan for your retirement.
Yeah.
So that's just, you want to be proactive with
Yeah,
that.
I like the way that sounds. Talk about things like taxes, inflation, healthcare. How did this make an impact in what we're doing here?
So you have to have a tax strategy and you also have to have a withdrawal strategy. So if you have $1 million in your account, you're going to want to spend that money.
Yeah.
But you're probably also getting a pension and Social Security. So just know that every dollar you take out of your 401k, Uncle Sam's going to be like, hey, I need my money as well, but you got to make sure you withhold enough taxes. A lot of these people, they have a 401k or TSP. If you ever take money out the TSP, they take out 20% federal, but then they don't take out any state. And then at the end of the year, you're like, oh man, I owe Maryland $40,000.
Right.
When you could have just proactively just take the taxes out up front.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling. What about multiple income streams? Why is that so important?
It's just so much uncertainty with everything.
Yeah.
If you think about Social Security, I'll tell you a quick story. When Social Security first came out in 1934, the life expectancy for everybody was 65 years old. And that was also the same time that you would get your full Social Security. So the day that you were supposed to apply was actually the day that you were supposed to die, which is why the government thought it was such a good plan because they didn't have to pay us that long. But now with people living longer, Social Security potentially can run out in a few years. The 401k, which is where everybody puts their money, just came out. It came out 10 years before I was born, 1978. So we haven't even had a full life cycle to see if the 401k works, but yet all of our money's in there. So if the 401k hasn't been tested, Social Security may not be around, pensions are going away, you got to create as many streams of income as possible if you want to be secure in retirement.
And we all do want to be secure in retirement.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. So no matter what milestone, whether it's $1 million or something else, what does a plan really help someone do for their retirement?
Yeah, so when you come in and we do the financial plan for you, we're going to let you know the exact month that you're able to retire. also exactly how much you can spend. So if you come in and say, hey, I want to spend $20,000 a month because I still like my Chanel and everything else, realistically, we want to tell you, hey, you can't do 20, but you can do 10. But a lot of times people just don't have that answer, so they're spending blindly and then they run out of money. So once the plan is, put in place, then the advisor's job is to break the plan. So what can go wrong that would cause us not to be able to retire? Well, one, a spouse can pass. Two, you can get sick, and need some type of care in your home. Taxes can go up, so we just have to plan for all these what ifs if we want to have a good financial plan. So.
Makes a lot of sense. Tavon, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sure. For you at home, if you want to learn more about putting together your retirement, New Perspective Financial Solutions has an offer for you. Tavon wants to help preserve and continue to grow your money while also helping you create a reliable income stream. So right now, for the first 5 callers and anyone else with investable assets of $500,000 or more, he's offering a complimentary retirement income plan. This will allow Tavon's team to sit down with you personally or schedule a call to make sure you're on the right track for retirement. The number to dial is 240-335-8366. Again, that's 240-335-8366.